Candyman, the brand new movie from Nia DeCosta, is finally here. After watching this movie, will you be left so scared that you won't dare say his name, or will you be left with a feeling of, oh, that was a bit lame? Hey guys, welcome to Marcus Loves Movies. My name is Marcus Lee and welcome to my Candyman movie review. We have all been looking forward to this movie. It was due to come out last year in 2020, but then you know what happened and it got delayed just like every other movie we were really excited about, but it's finally here. So I've watched the movie and I'm going to share my thoughts and feelings about it. But before I do, let me give you a quick plot outline. In present day, a decade after the last of the Cabrini towers were torn down, Anthony and his partner move into a loft in the now gentrified Cabrini. A chance encounter with an old-timer exposes Anthony to the true story behind Candyman. Anxious to use these dark details in his studio as fresh grist for paintings, he unknowingly opens a door to a complex past that unravels his own sanity and unleashes a terrifying wave of violence. The movie is directed by Nia DeCosta and it stars Yahya Abdul Mateen II, Teyonah Paris, Stewart, Jarrett and Colman, Domingo. So a quick confession time. I only actually saw the original 1992 Candyman film for the very first time last year in 2020, I know. When it came out in 92, I was only 11 years old, so obviously I was way too young, and as I got older, I wasn't a big fan of horror movies. So when I got around to watching the original Candyman last year, I was expecting your typical teen slasher where a bunch of teenagers get murked by a dude called Candyman, but I was really pleasantly surprised to find out it was an intelligent horror about this urban legend. That film wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. It was unsettling and it was creepy, and I think the 2021 film is the same. I don't think you're going to watch it and then go to bed and have nightmares, or at least I didn't. I just went to the cinema and then afterwards I came home and I watched Match of the Day. I was perfectly fine. It is creepy in the way that you'll have a brick wall and there'll be a hole in the wall and there's darkness behind that wall and you'll hear a weird sound and you think, what's there? You'll see someone smile in a certain way which makes you think you're weird and you're freaking me out. It's creepy in that way. This film is a slow burner, so if you're expecting jump scares from the get-go, you might be a little bit disappointed. We're introduced to our characters and their motivations, and we're introduced once again to this urban legend about what will happen if you say Candyman's name 5 times whilst looking in the mirror, which I'm a little bit embarrassed to say that even as a grown man, I still don't feel confident in doing that. One of the things I really liked about this film is that they balanced realism along with horror really well. So you've got this grounded film which talks about current affairs, current issues, feels like it could just be a film about a couple's relationship and the area that they live in, but you've also got the horror elements, but they feel like they both feel very natural and they fit well together and it all feels very seamless. In the same way, you've got a superhero film like The Dark Knight where you feel like you've got these everyday situations. It could be about politics, it could be about government, it could be about finance, but then you've also got the Batman and the Joker and you feel like they could be real people who are really going about doing their business in a way that doesn't feel like it's complete fantasy and it's completely out there. I felt like Candyman does that really well. There's already been a lot of talk about the social commentary of this film. I know that because the film came out a few days ago and I've been listening to what other people have had to say about the social commentary. Some people think it's too preachy, some people think it's too political. One of these scriptwriters was Jordan Peele, who also made Get Out and Us. So if you've seen those films and you know what the social commentary of those films are, you know that it's probably going to spill over into a film like this. Me personally, I don't have any problem with the social commentary. I think the director has a vision, they have a voice, and they are going to translate what they feel into a film. And when a film covers issues of the modern day, I don't see that as a problem. It's basically the director saying, hey, I'm grounding this film in realism so that you can relate to it. If you're on board with what the director has to say, you're probably going to enjoy it a little bit more. If you just want a Candyman movie where he goes around with a hook and kills people for various reasons, and you don't want a movie where it's talking about black people, white people, poverty, gentrification, the police, then this might mean you enjoy the movie slightly less. Away from the movie politics, we get a great slasher bathroom scene. It's kind of alluded to in the trailer, and it's a bit of a B story that doesn't massively go anywhere. but in the trailer, there's a scene in the bathroom with some teenagers. And that for me is some of the greatest horror on screen I've seen this year. The way it's directed, the way that things happen off screen, the way that you have to use your imagination, I thought was handled really well. There's some fantastic cinematography. I loved the opening credits where we get some shots of buildings and they appear to be upside down. It's really unsettling to begin with, and I just love how that was done. There's also use of cut out stencils that I used throughout the film to help to tell the story. They also look weird because they're like shadowy puppet type cutouts, and they're just freaky and weird, but I loved it. This movie is 90 minutes long, which I think is the perfect running time for a film. I think within an hour and a half you should be able to tell a great story and make a really good film and send your audience home feeling really happy with what they've seen. I actually felt like this could have done with another 10 or 15 or 20 minutes just to build on this story. As we got to the finale, which I won't spoil for you, I felt like that last sort of section of the movie was a little bit rushed for us to get there, and we could have just done with a bit more time to expand on this story so that we had a bit more build up in getting to that grand finale. So yes, this was a film that I really enjoyed. I thought Nia DeCosta's direction was fantastic. I really liked the performances of Yahya Abdul Mateen II in the lead. I thought his journey as Anthony and his descent into darkness was handled really well. I thought Teyonah Paris did a great job. I really like Colman, Domingo, with his silky voice and that smooth performance that we've seen him do many times before, but he was just great in this. So yeah, really good film, and I suppose the door has been left open potentially for a sequel. But question for you, if a film does well, should we have a sequel to it? Because that's the natural thing that studios tend to do. Or should you just leave it alone as a standalone film and let it be great? Let it be great. With the 1992 film, we got other sequels. Obviously, this is a sequel, but we got lots of other sequels around the 90s, which just didn't do as well. So should we learn a lesson here? Should we let this Candyman film stand alone and not follow the story on? Just leave it as it is? Love to know what you think. So my official Marcus Loves Movies rating for Candyman is, drumroll, 4 stars. So those are my thoughts about the film. I really enjoyed it, but as always, I'd love to know what you think. Do you think it also deserves 4 stars? Do you think it deserved 5? Do you think it deserved 1? What did you think about the social commentary? Do you think it was too on the nose? Do you think that it could have gone deeper? I would love to know what you think. Let's have a conversation. Let's do that by you writing something in the comment section, then I'll respond to you. If you write something in the comments, I promise I will respond to you. Also, whilst you're here, please, would you mind giving this video a thumbs up, give it a like, and if you like your movie reviews and trailer reactions and film discussion, please would you consider subscribing to this YouTube channel? Do that by hitting the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I release a brand new video. Thank you for watching my Candyman movie review. I really appreciate your time, and please stay tuned for the next one. So until then, take care of yourselves and thanks for watching.